Very serious nature, a very serious nature of procedural fairness letter is one when you receive something when IRCC is alleging you to be doing human trafficking, human smuggling, and they're alleging you under serious criminality. This is one of the most serious, if not the most serious kind of a procedural fairness letter that you might receive. And unfortunately, more and more number of people are receiving these without even understanding that their actions could actually potentially lead to them being considered as a human smuggler. Okay, it's not very difficult for you to understand if you go into the crux of it, but long story short, who are the ones who are actually receiving this? Let's say if you are a visa consultant or an immigration consultant who is not licensed by the government of Canada, meaning you are not a licensed immigration consultant, nor you are a licensed immigration lawyer. Yet what you are doing is that you are obviously assisting people making those government fee payment with your cards. Okay, IRCC keeps a track on the IP addresses. If you have assisted, for example, let's say hypothetically speaking, 100 people, if out of those 100 people at least 5 of them have came to Canada and filed asylum, you are under radar. I have seen procedural fairness letter cases where IRCC is alleging even international student who is actually currently used to be an international student but who decided to assist his friends and family, and then the circle grew on and kept on paying their professional service, their government services fees with his card due to whatever kind of arrangement that he had with them. And then many of those people have came to Canada and filed for asylum. Now he has received a procedural fairness letter and he is on the verge of deportation from Canada. Another visa consultant from India is under similar circumstance. So I have a lot of these similar cases where people are receiving procedural fairness letter where IRCC is alleging them to be doing human smuggling. Human smuggling is not a criminality in Canada. It's a part of serious criminality in Canada. So it's very difficult to get you out of those kind of situations if you decide to not to respond to this letter like the way it should be responded. Do not just say that I am sorry or whatever, because those things do not work. There are many aspects which need to be analyzed, because this is not just one simple equation. There are many angles to it that need to be analyzed, need to be assessed, and then a response is to be drafted with the hope that IRCC may potentially just refuse your application and not make you inadmissible. Okay, so human trafficking wise, like human trafficking PFL is definitely on the rise, and going by what I see almost for the last few months, I think that is going to be on the rise. So if you have received a procedural fairness letter of this nature, as I have repeated quite a few times, it's one of the most serious ones. Consult somebody whom you can trust, and hopefully you get a professional assistance in that regard, because that's something that you don't want to ignore at any cost. We have dealt with quite a few of them with success. If you need our assistance, more than welcome to hop into our website, nuvonation.ca, book a relevant professional consultation. I'll be happy to have a case-specific discussion with you, answer all your questions, and hopefully come to a resolution. Hope this helps. Bye now.